took to the streets. No, I didn't. Charlotte Ryan did. Took to the streets of Wellington, and it was Cuba Street, David Seymour, and asked this question.
If someone was to offer you a knighthood, would you accept it?
No.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yes.
Don't see why not.
Yes. Depends what for, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if someone gave me a knighthood, I'd have to consider it. I wouldn't feel special about it.
Do you think knighthoods are still relevant to this?
Not really, no, but if they offered me one, I'd definitely take it.
Yes.
Yes, I do. I think it's out of date.
I think they're still current. It's cool.
I thought so, but John Key got one.
What about John Key? Did he deserve it?
No, I don't think so. Yes.
Hell no. I'm sorry. Hell no.
I think he thought he did.
No, I don't think he quite deserved one yet.
No.
Yeah, he would have got one anyway. It's just a matter of timing.
Yeah, I reckon.
He was a cool guy, and I don't know exactly what he did to deserve it.
There you go. There you go. Knighthoods. While you're there, and while the leader of the ACT Party is propping up the bar, what about you? What about you, David? Would you accept a knighthood?
Oh, it's a bit of an academic question. I don't think anyone would offer me one, but look, it's nothing to get excited about either way. It's a nice tradition, but it doesn't make or break the world.
Do you think John Key deserved one?
Oh, they gave one to a whole lot of other prime ministers, some of whom were decidedly average, so I think it's fair enough. You know?
Or if you want to be Prime Minister then, don't you think you should deserve one as well, maybe if you are?
Oh, I think being Prime Minister and making New Zealand a better place would be its own reward.
What are you polling?
All right, that's enough from David.
What are you polling at the moment, mate?
That's don't mention the polls. Jono, I mean, what about
Don't
you?
mention your ratings.
What about you?
So, again, like David, I'm not sure that anyone's going to be offering me a knighthood anytime soon. But I think the thing is, I think it's important that we do have systems where we actually do recognise people for the contributions that they make. And whether or not you use the Sir or the Dame, I'm pretty ambivalent about.
My question is, Jono, are the right people, I mean, it's for community-led people,
Yep.
are the Sir Michael Hills, the Sir Peter Leaches,
Sir Peter Sharples, Dame Tariana.
okay.
So in light of the question that I think you were about to ask before you got interrupted, I think at times we get it right. I think sometimes in New Zealand we get it a little bit about face. So actually there are some people who have done some amazing work.
But
40, 50 years, get a QSM, somebody shows up, does something flash in the pan, gets a knighthood. Isn't always the right way to do it.
That's not true. That's
Stuart.
not true. Look, they're not relevant, but they're nice to have. There's no doubt about that. Do you know
Why did you say John Key deserved it? Just explain it as a Labour man.
Well, look, John Key was a Prime Minister for 8 years. I disagreed with his politics, of that there is absolutely no doubt, but he was the Prime Minister of New Zealand, so I have absolute respect for the position.
David Longy turned it down.
Yeah, Helen Clark got
Jim Bolger?
Well, the interesting thing about Helen Clark and John Key is Helen Clark got the top honour, the Order of New Zealand. John Key didn't. But, let's give credit where credit's due.
All right, Marama Fox, what about you?
Well, listen, Tariana and Pete didn't want to accept theirs, but their people wanted to acknowledge the work that they'd done.
Exactly.
Sir Timothy Karetu has just been awarded, and he's turned it down year after year after year, but finally everyone said, look, you were on the Kohanga National Trust, you started Paniketitanga, you were the first Māori Language Commissioner, we want to acknowledge you.
But the great Ranganui Walker turned it down. He did. He said outdated colonial legacy.
That's right.
Do you follow that idea? Colonial and outdated?
Look, Dame Marama Fox, I'm not sure that that's going to be a thing anytime soon.
I think you're right, but that's okay.
I think I'm right. But the thing is that people in Māoridom, they want to bestow an honour on you. If this is New Zealand's highest honour, and currently it is, well, except for the one that they had before, then that's how our people want to recognise them. But we also had lots of people in the birthdays list. There was Moi Milne, who got awarded, Toro Waka, Pam Bird, Sharon Maynard.
Is this. If you got into power, would Labour get rid of them again?
No, I don't think so. It's certainly not on our manifesto. Well, look, there are so many more important things we've got to deal with in power.
Okay, to the audience. Charlotte, what do the audience think about the
Let's just be a republic.
What do you think?
Oh, I think the honours are still relevant.
Yeah, they are relevant, yeah.
Yeah, it's good to acknowledge people who've done work in the community. So,
would you be a Sir if you were given the opportunity?
I think it's a very remote opportunity, but if it was offered, yes, I'd take it.
I'm into it. What about you? Do you think it's relevant anymore, Sirs and Dames?
I don't think so. Not really, yeah.
No. So even if you were offered to be a sir, you'd decline?
Probably.
What about you?
I don't think it's relevant anymore because I don't see how one person can be placed higher than another. I think everyone's equal.
What about New Zealand's?
Whoa. There you go.
I like that. What about New Zealand's own honour system?
Yeah, same thing. Everyone's equal. Let's just be equal.
I like it. Back to you, Wallace.
That's an interesting concept, Stuart.
The interesting thing is when Helen Clark got rid of them and John Key brought it back and said anyone who's got this honour can claim it retrospectively, about 87% of people did. So I think New Zealanders actually think it is still relevant, so nice to have.
Okay, then, round the panel then, if you could bestow a knighthood or an honour or damehood on a person of your choice, who would it be? John O'Naylor.
Shivers.
Crikey. My wife.
That's nice. For services too.
For putting up with me for 27 years.
Stuart Nash?
Look, it is a hard one. Probably Mike Williams. Mike has worked in the community for years and years and years. He's always putting others first before him, and he's achieved at the highest levels.
Howard Penal Reform, he's involved in that, I suppose, isn't he? The Howard Penal Reform.
Yep, Howard Penal Reform,
right.
absolutely.
Okay, so Sir Mike Williams, have you heard that? Mike and Marama Fox, what about you?
Well, a couple of very significant Māori women, Dame Naida Glavish and Dame Liz Hunkin, who started the Ātarangi movement for revitalising Te Reo Māori, and Dame Naida Glavish because she's just given so much to the Māori world forever.